It's Andy Nahar bobblehead night out at RFK Stadium. Welcome to DC United alongside University of Maryland head men's soccer coach Sasha Sarosky. I'm Sebastian Salazar as we get you set for a key midseason matchup between the Black and Red and the visiting San Jose Earthquakes. The two of us are here in the studio, but this show, it's not just about us. It's about the viewers as well. We invite you to get involved. Text DCU and your comments to 68683, and they will appear right there at the bottom of your screen. All right, Sasha, this is a big one for DC United. No bones about it. They've come back from a fairly successful road trip, 4 points on the road against two pretty good teams. But in those games, they were playing the role of the underdog. Yep. Now at home, they're the favorite, so it's a different story tonight.
Well, there's a saying in life that says the reward for good work is more work.
All right, Sebastian Salazar is right in the middle of the rain. Sebastian, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? You know, obviously the big story all week is Chris Pontius and the absence that he leaves on the field. But really, I'm curious tonight to see how DC United responds emotionally to the loss of Chris Pontius. Talked to Ben Olsen about it during the week, and what he told the guys to focus on was, yes, be compassionate about your teammate going down, but this is an opportunity for each and every guy through the starting 11, the next 3-4 guys, to really step up and take advantage of these minutes and the role that Chris Pontius has left for this team to fill. So it's a big opportunity for a lot of guys. And Thomas, I'd imagine you've been around this game a long time. When an emotional leader like Chris Pontius goes down, there's a lot of holes to fill, not just between the lines.
And very. Sebastian Salazar is on the field. What do you got?
Hey guys, you mentioned Bar Brava Screaming Eagles. You know, they haven't been treated to a lot of great soccer. DC United getting just 2 points out of their last 3 home games. It's been a seesaw season, but this week, all week at practice, what the guys kept mentioning was how important home form is and how many points they've got to get at home. Thomas, you can speak to this. If you don't get business done at home, you won't be in the postseason.
Yeah, and that's an absolutely good point.
You know Ethan White very, very well from your time with him at Maryland in College Park. And, you know, he's an interesting storyline this year because I think most people thought that when Ethan White was brought into this team that he'd be pretty much in a developmental role. And that turned out not to be the case. He's really ahead of schedule, isn't he, Sasha?
He is ahead of schedule, but it's not surprising. Ethan is a terrific talent. Potential is immense. I expect him to be alongside our other center backs on the full national team at some point.
You know, there are some people out there saying, hey, maybe Perry Kitchen and Ethan White will someday anchor the U.S. national team defense. And, you know, Sasha, this is one of the plays that just tells you what Ethan White brings to the table, that athleticism.
Well, this is what you see. This quick reaction. There's very few guys that can make this balance and adjustment to get that ball out of danger. And that athletic ability there is the difference between winning and losing games.
To soccer now, where after losing 4-2 to San Jose last week, DC United's players couldn't wait to get back on the field ahead of Saturday night's matchup with Real Salt Lake. The Black and Red took it on the chin a bit against the Earthquakes, missing out on yet another opportunity to earn 3 points at home. Saturday, Ben Olsen and his boys took their act on the road, and that's not such a bad thing. DC has lost just once in their last 4 trips away from RFK. We head to Utah, where DC United was looking for their first win in the month of June. First half action, Jed Zayner on the ground in pain. Take a look at what happens. Takes a shot, shall we say, below the belt. Oh, mamacita. Painful for Zayner and for all men, really. Our Thomas Rongman would ask him about it at the half.
How are those with you? Where you going to hit?
Oh, man, I'm hoping I still have some babies in me.
All right.
Jed's got one son, so congratulations on that. Move ahead to the 37th minute. Kyle Beckerman brings it into the box for RSL, results in a penalty kick, and Fabian Espindola steps up, puts it in the back of the net. 1-0 Real Salt Lake at the half. 83rd minute, Charlie Davies approaching the box, and he's taken down. Although the replay would maybe show something different. Anyway, it's a penalty kick, and Davies puts in his 7th of the season as the Black and Red tied at 1. So they're thinking, all right, maybe we get a point on the road. How about 3? Stoppage time. United's Andy Nahar feeds it to Chris Pontius. Ding! Off the bar. DC United denied at the death.
Let's go downstairs to Sebastian Salazar.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Dwayne De Rosario. Hey, heck of a way to end the half. Very, very rocky. A little bit inconsistent, but you get the goal. What does that mean for the next 45?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit jitters, to be honest. You know, guys know it's a big game. They're a little bit, you know, not sure about making that pass because they don't want to lose it. But you got it. You got to step up. You got to make a pass. You got to play with confidence. We're lacking that a little bit. Hopefully this goal boosts us up now. We started playing with a lot more confidence, starting to give the ball in tight areas, but that's what we want because we have guys who can play out tight areas. And the more we can play in tight areas, draw them in, then we can spread out to guys that are strong, Andy and out wide on the other side to Santino.
Free kicks haven't maybe been a forte of this team in the attacking third, but that was a great ball from Andy Nahar, huh?
Oh, great ball. I couldn't ask for a better ball. And, you know, hopefully we could get some more of that service, you know, out wide in the run of play, and we'll be fine. But so far I'm pleased. I mean, we can't ask for more than going into the half 1-0 up, and hopefully we see it out now.
All right, get in there and dry off. Dwayne De Rosario, ladies and gentlemen, your goal scorer, 1-0 United. Chris Pontius getting his warm-up on as we are just a few minutes away from kickoff out at RFK. Sebastian Salazar and Sasha Sarovsky back with you right here on DC United Central. Well, you know, one of the big stories this year for DC United has been the emergence of Chris Pontius. He was obviously hamstrung by some serious injury issues a year ago, but now we see a young player who's really starting to come into his own and assert himself offensively. He's got to be the most consistent threat for the Black and Red.
Well, he's the only player to have started all the games this year, and he's been the best player in the first third of the season, no question about it. Signature move, coming inside onto his right foot. I hope to see a little bit more of that tonight.
4 goals for Chris Pontius, his second leading scorer for DC United. He also leads the team in minutes played with over 1,000, which is obviously a far cry from a year ago.
Sebastian.
Coach, 30 minutes left. Tell me what the guys got to do here to get the 3.
We got to get our heads out of our you-know-whats right now. It's soft everywhere. We're not doing the work at 2-0. Everybody let down a little bit. We're back in it now. So now we got to rebound it and grind this one out.
Specifically, what are you looking for from your subs over the last?
We need to get a hold of the ball first off. And we got to start winning some of these 50-50 tackles. Just a little bit more effort overall. But we'll be okay.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Sebastian.
Thank you very much, guys. Joined by Chris Pontius here. Chris, a lot of bad luck last week. You turn it around this week. Talk about the shot and just the play by Dax McCarty, I think, to keep that possession and give you another chance.
Yeah, it was just it was high pressure by us on defense. We win the ball back. Then Dax plays a good ball to Wolf. Wolf plays it across to me, and I'm just trying to hit it hard on frame and not hitting the crossbar.
I know you got to be pleased with the response. Obviously, they get a goal, but I think the next 5-6 minutes, you guys grab the game right back. Do you need to continue that here in the second half, and how do you do that?
Yeah, it's a soft goal, obviously, by them. You could debate that one, but no, I think the team's energy has been good. And I think we've been pretty organized, so I think the goal will come if we just stay organized and keep playing like we are.
All right, get back in there. Good luck in the second half. Back up to you guys.
All right, great stuff, Sebastian.